I guess this is another one of those Murphy type situations. I have been running the code for the new encoder, the code for the new encoder, but that is correct, for a couple weeks now, and Eddie has been running it too. And the idea of this encoder now is that we're not going to be uploading directly to our supernode, our IPFS supernode. And it has to do with speed, optimization, and it's all fine and dandy. And like I said, it's been working great. As a matter of fact, all the snaps, the shorts that are people are uploading on Snappy are going to the hot node and have been for all this time, which is kind of why they're so quick to access. But last night something kind of crazy happened, and I still don't know exactly what, and we're trying to figure out why the supernode started to have issues again. Now, the key thing to take away from this is that no matter how much you prepare for something and you think you got fallbacks to the fallbacks and like, oh, this is how I'm going to deal with it if it breaks, always something new can show up, and of course it did. Because right now, even though the videos exist in the hot node, the pull zone, the CDN, the content delivery network, is pulling from the supernode. So the supernode requests videos from the hot node. It finds it fast because that's a point of the hot node, but then they have to pass through the supernode to the content delivery network, and then to you, to whoever's watching the video. So what happens then if the supernode is saturated, which was the case last night? Last night, it was using 120 gigabytes of RAM out of 125, which is insanity. And that was the bottleneck. Eddie and I were trying to figure it out. We spent countless hours looking at stuff, trying to restart it, killing processes, see what was doing it. I still don't know what happened, and I finally went with the nuclear option, which was to reboot the server. Not something you really want to do, not on a production server, but stuff like this happens. When it came back up, and it took time for the IPFS daemon to stabilize, things started working again, and videos got delivered, and we thought everything was cool. I tell Eddie this morning, okay, I'm done. I'm gonna go to bed. Things are working. Everything's fine. But it then turns out that from the legacy 3Speak system, there's a piece of code that I didn't write. Obviously, I wasn't around for those days. Called the Speak encoder gateway. And the function of this encoder gateway is basically to assign jobs to the encoders. So when a new encoder comes into the fray, so to say, they would request from this software that runs on the 3Speak infra, hey, give me a job. Do you have a job for me? Then, of course, that encoder would assign it. The encoder would then download the job, work on it, upload it, etc., etc. We've been using this for months. It's been working for years, and sometimes it's faulty. Again, the whole thing about you cannot foresee every single edge case, and it is code that has not been maintained for a while. So with that in mind, some months ago, I started to make the gateway aid, which is part of the gateway monitor, to help when this one fails. But when it fails, kind of fails. When it's still working, kind of working. When it's just not completing jobs. But now, it was completely dead. It wasn't doing anything. It wasn't giving you jobs. It wasn't completing jobs. It wasn't tracking progress. Nothing. So this morning, I tried to restart it a couple times, could not figure out the reason why. So I've decided to get another nuclear option on the table, which is the gateway aid / gateway monitor, the one I made a video about a few days ago, is now going to serve also as a job assigner. And the idea of that is if the Speak network video encoder gateway, I have to think of these names, are long, is completely down, then the show continues, because all the encoders can work absolutely the whole process, the whole flow, using the gateway aid, from requesting the job to reporting progress on the job to completing the job, and checking for ownership of jobs so that they don't steal jobs from each other. Now this makes it even crazier, because this means like we have a system that was assigning jobs due to capacity, due to like, oh yeah, how fast the encoders can do the job, which is the normal way to operate. And I could try to do that, but it's just so much more work. So now, how do I make it to where this new system is somewhat the same? We're not giving the same job to a bunch of encoders. We're distributing the load, which was the main job of the Speak Network Gateway encoder job distribution system we had. So now, this is where I am. Now today I am running some experimental software. This little devlog of mine is going to be about this, because now the new code for the encoders, I'm changing it again, is going to, and I'm making it run just with the gateway aid, is going to use a randomizer of sorts. And when the main legacy system is down, it's gonna pull the list of jobs and then at random pick one. And the idea would be that if the main system is completely down and all the encoders are picking at random, most of the time they won't pick the same one. And of course, there's checks. So to see like, oh no, already somebody picked it, let me pick another one, etc., etc. Is it amazing? No. Is it hacky? Maybe. It's not ideal. I'm going to go ahead and say that. I think ideally we should be giving more jobs to the faster encoders. But it also might be just okay for now. So this video is going on 3Speak today to share with you guys what's going on. If you've been uploading videos to 3Speak and it's been kind of slow since last night, that's what happened. I think we're okay now. But also to let you guys know what I'm doing to fix it. And I think, cross my fingers, I think we got it.